In today's video, we're going to dive deep into something truly special, the all-new 2026 Harley-Davidson. A machine that's not just about getting from point A to point B, but about feeling every mile, every turn, and every breath of the road. Let's start right from the moment you set eyes on it. The first thing that strikes you is the commanding presence of this motorcycle. From the front, the 2026 Harley-Davidson shows off an unmistakable face, defined by its signature LED daymaker headlamp that gives it an aggressive yet classic look, staying true to the brand's rich heritage while pushing the design language forward. The sculpted front fender hugs the front wheel tightly, emphasizing that muscular stance. You notice the inverted front forks finished in a sleek black, adding a modern edge, while the chunky tires give it an unmistakable road-dominating attitude. Moving around to the side, the new design becomes even more striking. The iconic teardrop fuel tank still proudly carries the Harley-Davidson logo, but this time it's subtly updated with new badging that hints at the brand's modern direction. The tank itself flows perfectly into a slimmer yet muscular seat profile, designed for comfort on longer rides. The side covers and air filter housing have received fresh detailing too, mixing brushed aluminum with matte finishes to create depth and contrast. The exposed V-twin engine remains the heart and soul of the bike, now updated with refined cooling fins and more polished elements, making it both a piece of engineering art and a functional powerhouse. The exhaust pipes sweep back in a bold dual setup, finishing with new short, upswept tips that add to the sporty yet traditional feel of the bike. When you swing around to the back, the view is equally impressive. The rear fender is clean and minimalistic, subtly integrated with LED tail lighting that's sharp and modern without looking out of place. The wide rear tire completes the powerful stance. The turn signals are now sleeker and blend almost invisibly into the fender, only revealing themselves when needed. Even the license plate holder is redesigned, keeping it low and tight to maintain the bike's flowing lines. Every angle feels deliberate. Every curve seems sculpted to balance tradition and contemporary styling. Now let's sit on it for a moment and talk about the interior experience, which might sound unusual when it comes to motorcycles, but in the case of the 2026 Harley-Davidson, it makes perfect sense. The cockpit greets you with a brand new fully digital instrument cluster housed within a classic circular bezel, combining old-school charm with modern functionality. This high-resolution display gives you all the vital stats: speed, RPM, gear position, fuel level, and customizable ride modes. It can also sync with your smartphone for navigation, calls, and music control, keeping your ride connected but distraction-free. The handlebars are redesigned too, with updated switchgear that feels solid and tactile, offering intuitive control over the new tech. The seat itself is newly contoured for longer rides, covered in premium leather with subtle stitching that adds a touch of craftsmanship. Even the foot pegs and pedals have been updated for better ergonomics, meaning this Harley feels like a blend of classic riding feel with the comfort and practicality riders expect today. Speaking of practicality and comfort, let's get into how it performs. At the heart of this beast is a refined version of Harley's Milwaukee 8 V-twin engine, now boasting even smoother delivery and slightly more power, thanks to new engine mapping and lighter internal components. The torque is abundant and immediate, giving that signature low-end grunt Harley riders love. On the road, you feel connected, and every twist of the throttle translates to effortless acceleration. The exhaust note is deep and throaty but now tuned to comply with modern noise and emissions standards without losing character. Thanks to the new chassis improvements, the 2026 Harley-Davidson handles better than ever. Cornering feels more stable, and the suspension updated with adjustable rear shocks absorbs bumps and rough patches without sacrificing that road feel riders crave. Braking is another area of noticeable improvement. Larger discs paired with a new ABS system provide confident stopping power, especially under hard braking scenarios. Ride modes now allow you to adjust throttle response and traction control, making the bike adaptable whether you're cruising around town or pushing it on a spirited ride through the countryside. Now onto a topic that everyone wonders about: pricing. As with any Harley-Davidson, the price reflects the brand's heritage and the quality of craftsmanship. The base model of the 2026 Harley-Davidson is expected to start around $22,500, depending on the market, and of course, the price goes up with additional options and accessories. Harley offers plenty of customization options too, from factory-installed saddlebags to upgraded exhaust systems, custom seats, and a variety of paint finishes. This personalization is part of what makes owning a Harley so special. It becomes an extension of who you are. As we bring this review to a close, it's worth stepping back and asking what makes the 2026 Harley-Davidson stand out. It's not just the mix of classic styling cues and modern technology, or the updated engine and improved handling. It's the way all of it comes together to create an experience. A bike that feels timeless yet fresh, raw yet refined. Riding it reminds you why Harley-Davidson has been a symbol of freedom and individuality for generations, and why it continues to evolve without losing its soul. Whether you're an experienced rider or someone looking to enter the Harley family for the first time, the 2026 Harley-Davidson promises a ride that's about far more than the destination. It's about the journey, the feel of the road, and the unmistakable sound of that V-twin roaring beneath you. Thank you for joining us on this detailed look at the 2026 Harley-Davidson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more in-depth reviews like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Ride safe, and see you next time.